Tonight on Hipstar Tonight. Now available on iTunes. Purchases now online at hipstar.ca. The original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. Please send your contributions to the Heart and Soul Foundation. It is tonight. Tonight on Hipstar Tonight.
Happy Thursday you got there.
The wrestling community is over at China 91.7. I'm sorry, go ahead. I shouldn't brand name on there.
The 13th of April. Avril Lavigne, 2017. And, well, experiences. Success.
Fuck.
Jay's got his little radio gig going on, and I got a shitty little comedy show. That the lights are too dark. I got an appearance
tomorrow at Showtime Comedy Club. If you don't mind, I got to drop a plug in because we've had some problems over at Showtime.
We can't do days in order here. We can't talk about today and then tomorrow, but we'll just go straight to tomorrow. Don't worry.
Well, listen, last week I had scheduled between me and my agent Pee Wee Castles, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, to appear at Showtime Comedy last Friday.
Yeah.
You know, which we can't say the date, obviously, but his plane had to be grounded in Atlanta because of the weather, and he had to miss the date. So the promoter panicked and rescheduled the date over this Easter weekend. Saturday, Ted is reappearing at the show over Easter. Ted will be down. I'll be down there. Promoter Chris LaPlante is in the area.
Is Ted not getting with his family and not doing dinner, or like are they planning that earlier? Like,
well, evidently this time he's driving down. He's playing it safe. He's not, not jumping on the airline, and he's driving 12 hours from Atlanta into Showtime. And
the weather's getting nicer now.
Appearance.
Yeah. St. Catherine's $1 Million Man
package and the dinner package.
The once was $1 Million Man. Like on posters, can we please stop putting the images of people how they looked like 20 years ago? I mean, like Ted DiBiase stand up, and it's like a classic. Him topless and all like him in his late 20s, jacked up.
But you know who hasn't changed on a poster is Meng. Meng still looks great.
Well, he doesn't have the hair. I mean,
he still looks like a fucking machine in there. Like,
well, he's a machine in his brain. But I mean,
and he's got the best gig now at the Comic-Cons. He doesn't have to talk to the people. He just acts like he doesn't talk. So it's a quick snapshot, and you move like you're almost intimidated. You just want to get out of there, you know.
Get one of his nephews and bill it as like the Barbarians 2 or something, and you know, or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, good. He actually rumored that he had to cut his hair.
I hope I don't get in trouble for commenting on this, but have you ever gone to any of the wrestling conventions and like where the Samoans? Like, it's a very intimidating to approach that table. I mean, the Samoans scare the shit out of me.
Okay.
I'm talking like Office Sika, those kind of Samoans.
Yeah, well, they'll just snap at any moment. You say anything like remotely offensive
I'm
to
fucking
culture.
Scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
That look in their eye just means, I've cut a throat before.
I've seen a Jersey convention. I was booked with my ex-wife, Sylvie Silver, where Vader had fucking beat the shit out of the promoter that brought him in over like a dispute over money, like in front of the boys. He didn't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, like guys don't do that anymore. They don't strike fear into the guys paying them. You know.
Shoutouts to Eric Sims. There's no BS when you order ES.
You can get that on
Eric Sims Wrestling Promotions. 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK, the original. 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com.
And we'll have that T-shirt up in no time. So check it out. Thanks to all who have been buying the T-shirts, by the way. I got two in this week, so that's great. Yeah. I'm selling my Hans Zimmer
and also
shirts.
Courtesy 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK, the original 1-800-NEED-A-GIMMICK.com. We just threw up online on the Jay Moore page. I noticed you put a big like to it. 2008 Sherkston, you know, a lot of people have been asking for that video. We just threw up a highlight feature of me for one time in my life managing Grove Time Chris LaPlante as a heel.
Wow.
Against
wearing all black and
TWA
gray.
Powerhouse Chris Thorne in front of a jam-packed arena outdoor show. That's over available. It's got 55 views on it right now since 2008. It's doing pretty good.
I
A lot
remember
of people haven't watched it yet.
those beach
Check
shows.
it out on the J Moore page. It's
Chuck-
1-800-NEED the original. 1-800-NEED.
Chuck ran a show on that beach, and that's when Chris and I first started getting our bit of heat together, right? And
he doesn't like when you talk about him.
a bad
I'm telling you right
windstorm.
He
like
told
a
me
bad
about a million
storm,
times. I don't like when you talk about my wife.
and the entire
And I don't think he
ring.
likes when you talk about Chris LaPlante. I don't think you can talk about that on there.
So the ring, it just like completely is just overtaken by the wind, and shit's blowing around, and it's Quinton Valentino versus I want to say Chuck, because like I had to confront Chris at some point of the night while the match is
Could have
going
been
on.
Quan Chang.
And shit is blowing over so bad. The fans
Yeah.
are like covering
Like the
their heads.
Titantron screen blew up in the air.
Yeah, and like the guys are still going in the ring. Quan Chang is still hitting his Michinoku driver, but the fans are so
He's
worried.
not missing a spot. No,
Yeah.
Quan's not missing a spot.
And I'm
He doesn't
just-
give a fuck about a tornado.
I'm watching carnage. I'm drinking beers with Rex, and we're just like behind like the barriers. And that's when Chris wants to come up and like does the waddle chest out walk. And he's like, "Hey, bro, you got heat?"
Hey, bud.
Ah, man.
How's it going, bud?
I had to direct his attention to the carnage and the natural human hazard that was happening. It's behind him. You know, his back was turned and he
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention to everybody else's
You know,
lives.
Sherkston has always haunted Chris LaPlante because the last time we performed at Sherkston,
Yeah.
Chuck turned his back on the boys and went into the bar and didn't
right.
pay anybody.
He drank the entire pay. What the entire beach gave him. Yeah, he drank it away.
And I'll never forget. I apologize, but
No,
I'll
please,
never
go
forget. He still sent Chris LaPlante to load up his ring.
I can't pay you, but seriously, the ring
No
needs to
pay
go.
whatsoever.
Ah.
And I just remember, like, LaPlante's so mad. He got his work gloves. LaPlante came into the bar with the ring post right into the bar and threw it on the bar and told him to load it himself at his last show. That was the last Sherkston show. They had to redo the bar, renovate the bar. Oh, it was just a horrible, fucking insane night. Carm and I got arrested. We were out on the beach with
What? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Can you just sing a song?
Though the storm is blowing down and the winds are too strong to throw us around, I worry for my life as Quinton and Quan and Jay and me try to cover for our lives. And all I want is my paycheck so I can drive home. Just wanna go in my own bed. I just need my $50. Please don't stiff me
Oh,
and
God.
drink away
I
my
don't mean to lose
pain.
my composure. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. I lost my composure and I want to apologize to the audience. And I don't mean to cut the song short, but... Thank you.
Cool. I just had to get that in there. I know, like, nothing else to say, but that happens when they drink away your pay each and maybe sometimes every day. But in all fairness, in my dismay, when I shop at the Bay, or you know, if back in high school when they made those petty, politically incorrect statements like "you're gay," I say, "Hey, you know, have you ever ate hay? Ever?" Well, It kind of it's kind of like playing croquet. Or if you had a hobby and you're into like sewing or crochet.
Infamous jmail at hotmail.com. This one coming in from Ted Scolding of Iowa. Can you believe that?
No, I can.
Guys, listen to you on News Radio 1103 WE in Iowa. Hipstar, have you ever worked Alex Shelley? It's a dream match for me to see. I collect everything from our video, and I think that would be a great feature. Hipstar Zach Atticus, the Wonder Boy years versus Alex Shelley.
Well, that's actually it's funny.
Considered that in the Windsor area.
I just mentioned that in my shoot interview, which you can buy now on DVD on hipstar.ca. I mentioned a story about that actually.
The original 108greek.com.
Is when I was supposed to work him with Danger Boy back in Upstate, and what happened was I don't have any idea what happened actually because I just got thrown in some fucking like weird like 6-man tag, which was like weird. Me, John McChesney, Extremo versus Tyson Dukes, Bobby Fish, and the promoter. The promoter was like an ex-cop, and he was a tall guy that really liked young boys. He liked booking them, so that's why I was there. And he wore some mask with a star, and it was all right. That's when Bobby Fish beat the fuck out of me, and he hated that I tried to call a spot. So I just wanted to keep the match on track, but he kicked me in the sternum instead, and I had a lot of problems breathing that week. That really sucked.
Right.
But
yeah.
Mouth
well,
sounds.
that was the day you became friends with Ron Falco, actually. I remember that.
Yeah, we were really bonded, yeah. You have to go to the bar afterwards at every American show, which is expensive because...
Wasn't it like a roller rink back in the days, wasn't it, in Rochester?
Yeah, they did some shows there. Yeah. They were okay. I mean, like, it's a roller rink after all.
I like the roller rink years. I remember I got a lot of heat back in the days because... I was a green promoter working for Gary Gambino, and I was trying to promote the New Vision shows.
Yeah.
Me not knowing a thing about the business, got invited to the venue by Scotty Bender from WrestleVision TV. And I brought like a bunch of printed out New Vision flyers to the Wildland shows because we used to book Brody and Ron.
Oh.
Wow. Ron occasionally.
Come on down. Yeah.
And
paycheck.
I just felt free to flyer every car in the venue because they used to house a good 400 to 1,000 people. And
yeah.
I'll never forget Hellcat. First time I met him was so pissed. Came right bolting across, said, "Can I talk to you?" And I was like running away in the roller rink because this guy was fucking hot at me.
Roller skates on. You're rolling away.
Yeah, he was like, "Don't you know anything about the fucking business? You don't do shit like that." And
what'd you do?
Just scolded me, and it was like a lesson that I had to learn in the business. It's something that I try to pass on to Hutch Henry's, but just doesn't listen. Like I don't have the Hellcat effect.
Yeah, right.
Like, and Hellcat is like. I find him a lot more humble than what he was back then.
Yes.
Like, I can't really see him scolding Hutch Henry's because, like, to me, Hutch Henry's needs a good load of Hellcat fucking anger.
He needs a kick in the ass, yeah.
Like, I remember Hellcat used to fucking get mad at Falco and the boys in the locker room. Like, they used to videotape it.
But it meant something.
Online. He used to get so pissed.
Yeah, but you wanted to work for that. You're like, I don't want to let that man down. That's a boss you want to work for.
Oh, I love Hellcat now. It's great. I've had great times with Hellcat.
But again, the roller rink venue.
Pro wrestling.
That was a good venue, and Ron Davies had a setup there where he had all like custom boots, and he'd make you a boot right on the spot. He brought his machine and everything, and he had this little for $200 per boot, he'd make you custom wrestling boots that would fit your feet, like right there at the shows. Mm-hmm. The machine is so loud and distracting for the rest of the show because it's just going.
Well, I find the Americans so accommodating. They give you a doctor, they give you someone to make boots.
They massage you before the show.
1-800-NEED-A-GAMER gets become, except we don't do the doctor stuff unless you need some medicinal.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you a massage, but I mean, like, shave your back first.
Yeah,
that's that's all I ask. We have conditions here. That's all we ask when it's a beautiful day outside, all right? And we can not wear the heavy coats, bring in the shorts, and just have ourselves a great Thursday.
So I'll talk to you Monday.
All right. Have a great weekend. Tonight. I'm
Have a great
sorry.
Thursday.
No.